Here's another one. One time for mine now. Let's go.
Could be something true now. I'm not looking anymore. The times we're breaking, never flow now. Sharing real connections, what we'll make.
Come on, let go, baby, more don't you know you're ready on a jump for that. Try to put the road double quick on the go, but I know you say I'm gonna go in.
And I will with a flow, double trouble on a go poses, skip posing, opposing against these foes. Please know I'm a rose in the groove out on the concrete jungle.
Not a day goes by without me thinking about that way the world stopped with motion. When you walked into my life and we connected like we shared the same emotion. Couldn't help but move that glass of better spiders into each other's lives like just. All this energy's got us inspired now. We couldn't stop it, just say it free and dance.
Persona 4, Dancing All Night.
Wow, so much food! Whoa! This is even fancier than usual! Am I being bribed here?
It's nothing like that. It's because Nanako-chan's here today, too. You can eat whatever you like.
Can I have this one? It's like an inside-out Inari sushi.
You know what it is even without seeing the inside of it? You must be quite the foodie, Nanako-chan.
Uh-huh. I saw it on TV.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, of course you can have it. You're free to have all of these if you'd like.
I'm okay with just this one. Thank you.
You sure? Here you go.
Inoue-san, there's something I want to ask about the lyrics to the new song.
Oh, right. You mentioned that before the interview today. Sure. What is it?
I think I had part of the lyrics wrong. There's a line that goes, always by your side, whether rain or shine, right?
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Why? Did I give you the wrong lyrics?
Oh, no, that's not it. It's just, I remember that part of the song differently. It went, never telling you how I really feel.
Oh, those are the original lyrics. They've been changed since.
The original?
A lot happened after all. Huh? I'm surprised you knew those lyrics, though. Mizo Chimizu is the only one who'd know the old lyrics to that song.
Mizo Chimizu?
Mm-hmm. An idol named Yuko Osada with Takara Productions wrote that song before she passed away. It was shelved for quite some time, but Mizo Chimizu brought it back to use as Kanamin Kitchen's new song. Did she not tell you any of this, Konami-chan?
I didn't know anything about that. Though Yuko Osada, I've heard that name before.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. She was a top idol at our agency at the time, but it seems she was quite upset over something. I don't know the reasons why the lyrics got changed, but there are rumors that Mizuchimizu may have been the one to change it. That's odd, though. I mean, Yuko-san's legendary piece was Ms. Ochimizu's selling point for the new song. I remember her saying she explained that to everyone in Kanamin Kitchen.
I was the only one she didn't tell. Why?
Inoue speaking. Oh, Coach. It's been a pleasure working with you. Yes, the agency told me earlier. Oh, of course. I'll come right away. Yes, I'll be there soon. I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me.
Did something happen?
Things have been a bit of a mess with your dance coach. It seems Ms. Ochimizu didn't submit the invoice for the added dance lessons to accounting.
Well, of course not. I mean, Ms. Ochimizu was...
It's okay, don't worry about it. I'll go talk to him myself. Anyway, I'm going to cancel your afternoon lesson. You don't have any urgent work, so feel free to take the rest of the day off. I'm sorry I can't drive you home, though.
Oh, okay. What does this mean? I just don't get it. Our new song, the lyrics to Calistigia were changed. Were the words I knew the ones that Yuko-san wrote? She wrote our new song, an idol who passed away. A dead idol.
Big Sis, does your head hurt? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Did I worry you?
Do you want me to go get someone? Should we go see a doctor?
Don't worry. I'm just a bit tired. Let's eat our lunches, Nanako-san. Also, I'm going to try giving your dad a call.
You're going to call Dad? Okay.
Yes, but first, let's dig into this food. I really need to contact Ojima-san. Could the dead idol in the rumor really be her?
This is Dojima. What's the matter?
Dojima-san, I figured it out about that dead idol. A few years ago, someone with Takara Productions passed away. And Kanamin Kitchen is going to be singing her song at the LMB Fest in a couple days. Ms. Ochimizu never told me, so I didn't know until just now.
Calm down, Mashita. You're certain about what you're telling me?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's meet up in an hour. I have some information, too.
You do?
It'd be better to meet somewhere unconnected to your work. Any suggestions?
How about my place? If you're okay with somewhere boring like that.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's boring or not. That sounds fine. It's the address where Nanako stayed yesterday, right? I'll be there in an hour.
Got it. It's not too far from here, so we should be arriving about the same time.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Geez, that guy hangs up too fast.
Dad's always like that. He only says things that he needs to.
Fair enough. I'm sure your dad didn't mean anything by it, but it's still a little blunt. Somewhere unconnected to my work, though. I wonder why he insisted on that. I'm sorry I only had black vinegar. It probably would have been better to serve some tea. Especially since you took the time to buy cake.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sorry, Nanako, but I need you to wait over there for a bit. We have some important things to talk about.
Okay.
So, what's this information you mentioned?
Don't be so hasty. Let's start off with what you were telling me. You figured out who this dead idol is, right?
Well, I don't have any proof or anything, but I'm pretty sure. There used to be an idol at Takara Productions by the name of Yuko Osada. The song we're going to be singing at the festival is the last song she left behind. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but that song's lyrics were changed. And it might have been Mizochimizu who rewrote them.
The Love Meets Bondfest, a dead idol, and that group of yours. This shows they're all connected.
Yes.
I found out a few things as well. I can corroborate that the dead idol in the rumor is Yuko Osada, just like you thought. My contact I mentioned before looked into the rumor and told me as much. I trust my source on this one.
Oh, okay then. I guess I wasn't much help.
Not necessarily. You gave me a second source on what my contact told me. I don't see any reason to doubt it now. There's more to it, too. Remember the man who assaulted you in the dressing room when we first met? That whole needing your blood to lift the curse thing was bogus. No version of the rumor says anything about that. It must have been an exaggeration that man came up with on his own after he saw the video and started to panic. So you don't need to worry about masses of people out for your blood.
Oh, right. That's a relief.
The other information I have is about Yuko Osada. I looked into this myself. Right before her death, witnesses saw her arguing with someone. This person had managed Osada since her debut, and was her manager even at the time of the argument. They've been working hard together, and this person was passionate about Osada's career. That's why the witness testified that it was rare to see them quarrel like that.
Then, are you saying that Yuko-san was...
No, they were thoroughly questioned and found innocent in the matter of Osada's death. So they didn't kill Osada, if that's what you were asking. But there's more to the story. After that, this person quit Takara Productions. It's hard to tell, but the agency might have made them the scapegoat. But even so, they stayed in the industry, working as a freelancer, which they still do to this day. It's someone you know quite well.
Who is it? Wait, is it? No, not Mizochimizu.
Right. Yuko Osada's manager at the time was Kyoka Ochimizu.
Wait, what? What does that mean? Why is everything so connected?
Calm down, Mashita. I know that's a hard thing to ask in these circumstances. I felt goosebumps from the moment you mentioned Ochimizu's name, too. Osada's suicide, a cursed video, your missing group mates, the festival coming up. At first glance, they all seem unrelated. But Kyoka Ochimizu is the common thread linking them all.
No.
There's no bones about it. I'll need to look into this Ochimizu. I just came out here to check up on those kids. And here I am, caught up in the middle of the showbiz world. I much prefer watching it on TV from home.
Are you done talking?
Yeah, I've said my piece. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on for so long. We'll be going now.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sorry about everything.
Anyway, don't let this bother you too much. I'll contact you again if I find out more.
Let's play together again later, big sis. Farewell.
Oh, for sure. See you. Farewell. Farewell?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. Or as I should say, welcome back. How did it feel to see a glimpse into their festival? That is not the end of the story, mind you. Though they rescued the 4 kidnapped girls, there were still others that they needed to express their feelings to. A strange story, no? Even if they paid a heavy price for conveying their own feelings, it would gain them nothing. Or so it might seem to an outside observer. But for them, such thoughts never entered their minds. Now, why might that be? As I mentioned, nothing without meaning happens in this room. There may be some purpose underlying my decision to tell you about him. Well then, let's continue watching. Let us witness the result of their decision to convey their feelings.
Never telling you how I really feel. I'm going out for a moment. You stay here and finish working on your dance for the festival.
Out? Where to?
I have some business to attend to. Looks like there's someone I need to talk to after all.
Business? But...
I didn't know you had the temerity to speak against me, Nozomi. If you can speak that way to me, there's no way you're frightened of other people.
Okay. Wait, is that how that works? Huh? Ms. Ochimizu! What do I do? Oh! An earthquake! Oh, what's going on? Rise-san! Anyone?
Hey, Rise-chan and the others are here!
Yoo-hoo, Sensei! Chie-chan! Yuka-chan!
Yo! Man, you guys are fast. We were really trying to hustle, too.
Ha! We can't let you win that easy, though you did pretty good saving 2 of them yourselves.
Okay, so is everyone all right? That was a pretty serious quake a second ago.
It took us by surprise, but we're fine. Any idea what that was about?
We don't really get it either. This place was already like this when we got here. The ground was still shaking. It just stopped a second ago, like it's saying, everything's ready now.
Does that mean the quake happened because the scenery was being reshaped?
That's right. You see, this is a new stage I've prepared.
That voice again! Ha! Too bad for you. We rescued all 4 of the girls you kidnapped.
That's right! What are you hoping to do with this new stage of yours?
It has nothing to do with you. I regret to tell you that none of you, even the 4 you rescued, are needed in this world anymore.
What do you mean?
Just as I said. I feel sorry for them, but you've poisoned those girls against us, and they've cast away their bones. So I don't need them anymore. I'm only interested in those girls as everyone else knows them. I want an eternal bond without pain or suffering.
When will it get through your thick skull? There ain't no such thing.
You said this was a new stage that you prepared. Who are you planning on dragging in here this time?
I haven't done anything. There was someone who wished to connect with me, so I'm only granting them their wish.
Don't be ridiculous! No one would want that!
You don't believe me? Then why not ask them yourself? Here.
Miss Ochimizu, what the?
You want to connect with me. You want to bond. Isn't that right, Kyoka Ochimizu?
Yes, that's right.
What the heck is this?
I have no reason to answer that. The girls are safe. Take them and go back to the real world at once. There's still time until the festival. Practice like death is awaiting you. No mistakes will be tolerated.
What? This isn't the time for that stuff? What do you think?
Shadows! Yosuke-kun, get back!
How unsightly. Get a grip on yourselves. Are you really so foolish? If you mean to appear on stage, then you best be aware that there are no worst-case scenarios in the world of professionals. You consider every possibility, and eliminate every one apart from what will work. And you pursue those at any cost.
Ochi, what are you saying? This isn't showbiz we're talking about!
Dude, you better not be thinking about giving yourself up to get us out of here. To hell with that! You got another thing coming if you think we'd go for that!
He's right. We would never allow it. If you did that, then you would not be the only victim. The shadows here are the viewers of the LMB website who were pulled into this world.
What? For real? That's the first I've heard about that.
No, it's true. We'll explain more later. Right now, we need to stop Miss Ochimizu.
Even knowing this, are you willing to let those people succumb to this mess by your actions?
Huh. How naive. I've already been informed.
What?
I'm used to disappointing the audience. It's impossible to satisfy them all anyway. Nothing is gained without suffering. You said as much. The first rule of business is to maximize gains while minimizing costs.
Miss Ochimizu. You're trying to take this whole thing on alone. We're not okay with you sacrificing yourself.
What you're saying means nothing to me. I'm telling you that this is how it should be, so drop it. I have nothing more to discuss with you all. If you understand, then hurry up and get out of here. I'm sure Inoue can manage the rest.
Miss Ochimizu!
Ochimizu, you little...
Now then, I have a promise with Miss Ochimizu to keep. I'll return you all to your world.
Damn it! What do we do, partner?
Sorry, but we have to turn you down. There's no way we're going back without Miss Ochimizu and the others.
Is that so? That's too bad. This was your chance to go back, too. Well then, do as you wish.
The hell? It's taking this better than I thought.
But don't forget, this place is meant to connect with everyone. Come now, I'll let you all join us.
Yeah, stupid Kanji! It's not being reasonable at all!
What? How is that my fault?
This would have happened either way. Still, we absolutely won't run from this.
I must agree wholeheartedly. She didn't understand at all what we meant to convey. And we certainly won't yield to her twisted logic.
All right. Hey, guys. Leave this place to me. Don't worry about me. I got this. You guys need to move on. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Even if we weren't worried about you, we can't go anywhere until we take these guys out.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Don't worry about such trifles, little boy.
Little boy?
Rise-chan, bring up my song before anyone can stop me. Huh? Oh, okay. We can't let this little thing beat us after all. I mean, I know Miss Ochimizu might not want our help at all, but we can't give up just because of that. We've got to chase after Miss Ochimizu and make her understand.
Gee.
Here goes, Shadows. I'm gonna rock your faces with my Kung Fu dance! Play the music!
Let's get it started now.
Don't think. Dance. You're ready, Chie. Go for it. All right, I'm on a roll.
It's a wrong road.
Going great.
Cold when the getting you wants. Gotta stronger, stronger. The farther on you go.
I'm on a roll.
Thought I knew you. You can't never say I know me. That sorry shadow I could tell to be.
Yep, all right. Charging complete. Going great. All right, I'm on a roll. Let's dance together. Bam! Fantastic.
Yeah, get him!
Woo! Good, Chie. Thanks, Yukiko. You definitely fascinated me.
All right! That was cool!
Oh, I'm unbeatable with Yukiko next to me. Going great.
It's a wrong road. My friends keep you on the path. Take your wrong turn. Wrong turn. And they'll be on your back.
All right, I'm on a roll.
Calling you out. I caught a gas on the road. We keep each other strong.
Going great.
Toe to toe.
Great success. All right, charging complete. Going great. All right, I'm on a roll. Let's dance together. Going great.
Yes!
Good, Chie. Thanks, Yukiko. You definitely fascinated me.
They're totally in sync.
And there you have it, the dance of our friendship. All right, I'm on a roll. Going great. All right, I'm on a roll. Persona.
Brilliant!
Men should be brave. Women too. Is that right? I feel full of your energy, Chie. I'm gonna do my best too. I'd say I definitely got through to him.
That was amazing! Being athletic is important after all. You might make a good dancer, Chie-senpai.
Hey, you see that? We'll never do what you want us to.
Hell yeah! We're gonna say that Ochimizu chick too, you hear?
Very well. I'll let you have this one. But I wonder if things will go quite the way you want.
I think it's gone again. But Ms. Ochimizu must be pretty far away by now.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that Ochimizu chick? Can't believe she pulled a double cross like that.
And after we worked so hard to get this far, not gonna lie, I'm shocked that nothing we've done has gotten through to her.
And are you all planning to just give up?
Some bunch we are. See, that's the thing we were trying to express. We managed to forget it ourselves.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're dealing with shadows or Ms. Ochimizu. What we need to do doesn't change.
I'm gonna do my best too. We're gonna get Ochi to understand no matter what.
Anyway, we should compare notes. Looks like we've learned some new things.
Oh, right. You said that those shadows are the victims, right, Nato-kun?
Right. But first we should tell you what we found out. After that, we can hear what you've learned.
Very well. The floor is yours, Senpai.
What's wrong, Rise?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that you really are still our leader, Senpai. Come on, let's get on with the powwow.
I get it! When people watch the video on the site, their shadows get pulled into this world!
It's still just speculation. But considering the evidence at hand, I see no reason to doubt it.
I'm mostly surprised that voice isn't a ghost.
We don't really know much about it.
You know, this is kind of a shock for me. I knew about Yuko Osada too, but I never would have imagined those notes were hers. Does this mean the culprit is someone involved with the agency, knew about the Kaname Kitchen girls, and knows a lot about Yuko-san? Is there anyone who fits that description at our agency?
Rise, what about Ms. Ochimizu? Any possibility that she might have known Yuko-san?
Miss Ochimizu? Oh, there is something I heard from Inoue-san once. Before Miss Ochimizu went freelance, she used to be with Takara Productions. So it would make sense for Miss Ochimizu to know about Yuko-san.
What are we saying here? I mean, it was just a few minutes ago that she...
Mm-hmm. She was trying to sacrifice herself to get us home.
That's it then. Our first job is to catch up to Ms. Ochimizu and rescue her. Even if she's not the culprit, if she knew Yuko-san, she should be able to tell us something.
Isn't that...
Miss Ochimizu!
You kids, what are you doing here?
Sorry, but we all decided that we weren't gonna leave here by ourselves.
Casualties would be minimal, but we don't intend to save ourselves by using others as stepping stones.
Besides, there's something we need to ask you. It's about Yuko Osada.
What foolish children. You and Yuko alike.
So you do know something. The hell are you hiding?
I know you're there. Our deal was clear. Return them to the real world at once.
Oh, sorry, but I can't do that. Didn't I tell you before? The only ones who can enter this world are those who wish to do so.
Only those who wish to.
Ugh. It's pointless to follow me. Head back now while you still can.
Ah! Oh, gee!
Ms. Ochimizu! Oh, sheesh! These guys again? Oh, are they gonna keep getting in our way?
You still don't get it. No matter how much you struggle, it's all useless. There's no need for these struggles now. All you have to do is accept my bond, or leave this place. Doesn't that sound nice? Whichever one you choose, you won't have to suffer anymore.
Don't be ridiculous! There's no way we choose either of those!
That's right! We won't leave anyone behind!
Oh, poor children. Very well then, I'll make the choice for you. Come now, won't you connect with us?
So you're determined not to let us through, huh? Fine. We're determined not to back down, so there!
But these shadows are the hearts of the LMB audience, aren't they? Thinking about it that way makes this harder to do.
No. That's exactly why we need to express ourselves to them. If these shadows are trapped by the bond that voice talked about, then they need to see for themselves that this bond isn't right.
Sensei's right. This is perfect as practice for that Love Meets Bonds festival. Leave this to Teddy, Prince of the Dance. It's time for some sad Teddy night fever.
Well said, Teddy. This is your time to shine.
All right, Teddy, go get him!
Such passionate cheers from the ladies. I'm feeling the heat now. And that being said, bring on the cup step.
Let's get it started now.
Don't blame me if I steal your heart away with my dance of love.
You can do it, Teddy. Dance till you drop.
No!
Yahoo! There we go! Hey-ya! Yahoo! Got it! I'm ready whenever! Woohoo!
I can't just sit and watch.
Hey-ya!
Yes, that's the spirit!
All right, Teddy, keep that energy going.
Well, you kept up with my skills? Not bad, Yosuke.
You're in sync. Very nice.
Wow! You really got the moves, Yosuke! Yahoo! You and me, we're gonna dance all night! Perfecto!
Yeah!
Get up, it's gonna get real.
Get up, it's gonna get.
There!
It's gonna get.
Woohoo!
Get up, it's gonna get.
Yeah! Perfecto! Woohoo! This spear is fully charged! There! There we go! Stuck the
This is gonna be
landing!
so smooth. Prepare to be dazzled.
Hey-ya!
You're rocking it.
All right, Teddy, keep that energy going.
Well, you kept up with my skills? Not bad, Yosuke.
You did it. That was the best performance ever.
Wow! You really got the moves, Yosuke! Yahoo! Ha-ha!
Get up, it's gonna get.
Woohoo! Hey-ya! Yahoo!
It's gonna get.
Woohoo! fallen for my seductive wiles?
Not bad at all. That was a great dance, Teddy.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm really glad you all understood.
You're still putting up a fight. Like pitiful children.
Shut up! You're like a broken record with that. We're not pitiful.
It's you we pity for believing this is anything like a true bond.
Pity? Me? But I'm perfectly happy. Everyone yearns for me after all. That's what happiness is. You just don't know the joys of truly abandoning yourself.
Hey! Get back here, damn it!
Oh no, it's gone again!
We did at least learn one important thing from what the voice said.
We did?
You mean about how people enter this world? That voice said that the only ones who can come here are those who want to.
Indeed. And I've deduced something crucial from that fact.
Like?
I've actually been wondering about this the whole time. When we first came to this world, that voice half forced us out. Yet when we returned to save the girls of Kahneman Kitchen, the voice never attempted to drive us away. This is despite how inconvenient it would be for that voice's plans if we had rescued all 4 of the girls.
You know, it's true. If our being here could have messed up its plans, then you'd think all it would have had to do is force us out again.
Yes, from that perspective, I'd hesitate to believe that what the voice said was untrue. Actually, there's one mystery left regarding this point.
There is?
You mean the conditions for falling into the midnight stage, right?
Precisely. That's what the victims who found themselves here had in common. We just couldn't pinpoint it until now.
But isn't that just how the people who watched that video on the site got here?
Yes, that's the first condition. But some victims fell into a coma, and some didn't. Even when they were watching the video side by side. Until now, I couldn't determine what separated the two.
Huh. I see your point. That is pretty weird. I mean, leaving aside Rise and the Kahneman Kitchen girls who got brought here to perform, it doesn't make sense that some fell in while others didn't if they watched the video under the same conditions.
Indeed. But everything makes sense now. The victims were all people who wished to enter this world.
Whoa! Are you serious? What are you saying now, Dokun? There's no way anyone would want that for themselves.
I can see where some people might. Even if no one wishes specifically to fall into the midnight stage, they could get there by wishing for something else.
You're absolutely correct, Senpai. The condition for entering this world most likely isn't a desire to fall into the midnight stage. Rather, it's a desire in their hearts for the bonds without pain that the voice spoke of.
So the ones who wanted this fake-ass bond fall into this place.
Ah, that's why when we convey to the shadows about this not being a real bond, those ribbony things come whooshing off, and they sparkle away back to where they belong.
I think I can understand how they feel. We were all like that once. If I hadn't met all of you, I wouldn't have been able to show anyone my true self. It's normal to want to be accepted while still being afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah. It's like my inner self is so uncool that I wouldn't want anyone else to see it.
Well, your outer self isn't cool either, though.
Was that seriously necessary? Can't you see what I'm getting at?
All right, we should get going. We can't waste too much time. We have to express our feelings to Ms. Ochimizu and bring her back with us no matter what.
She knew about Yuko-san just like we thought. If she can tell us more, then we might be able to figure out who that voice really is.
What is this place? It's like a feudal lord's house from some samurai movie. Should I be taking off my shoes?
I seriously don't think that's where we are. And Teddy, you don't even wear shoes.
Sumomo-san's dollhouse, Tamami-san's circus, Nozomi-san's castle, and Tomoe-san's cityscape. Piecing together what we've discovered, it seems clear that the landscape here reflects the person everyone wishes them to be, which means...
Look! Over there! It's Ms. Ochimizu!
Tell me one thing. Are you Yuko Asada?
Well, who knows? I'm sure you can guess the answer to that, Miss Ochimizu.
I see.
Miss Ochimizu!
Damn it, lady!
I killed someone, you know.
That was out of the blue?
I was young then. I believed in things like doing your best and living honestly, just the way you do now.
Is this about Yuko Osada?
That's right. I was her manager, Yuko Asada. I still clearly remember the anxiety on her face when we first met.
Wow. Her manager? You must have known her well then.
Yes, I remember Yuko well. She was uniquely talentless among the innumerable crowd of idols.
How could you say that?
It's the truth. She was immature as a performer. No better than an amateur. Just like you.
How dare you!
Even so, she and I worked hard. I remember how she'd always say, I want to convey to everyone how important it is to hang in there. I did everything I could to sell Yuko's name and grant her wish. I thought that if her fans took even slight encouragement from her songs, it would be worth it in the end.
Miss Ochimizu.
She was a hit. We both cried with joy over her success. So many fans showed up at her meet and greets that Yuko was exhausted by the end. And her concerts always sold out. Very quickly, Yuko rose to become a top idol. But around the time that song, Calistigia, was going to be released, both of us came to a realization, without noticing it. We had arrived at a destination very different, and very far from what Yuko had wanted.
I see now. Those notes that we found in the dressing room. They were cries for help written by Yuko-san. Yuko-san came to that realization when she wrote the lyrics about Morning Glories, about Calistigia. She realized that what she most wanted to convey to her audience wasn't possible in her current position. That's why Yuko-san...
That's why she was yearning for a bond. And because the song she wrote was about bonds, she changed its lyrics herself.
Yuko realized that she had no bonds with anyone. The song that she wrote was no longer about the Yuko Asada that her fans imagined her as. She finally reached a point where she could convey her true feelings, but she lost the words to express them to her fans.
That's awful.
But I realized something then too. Yuko's wish was never attainable from the beginning. The most diehard fans immediately turned on me. They labeled me a murderer for crushing Yuko's dream.
That's horrible.
No, it's fine. I am a murderer after all. I killed Yuko, so the label fits.
What the hell? Isn't she acting kind of weird?
Miss Ochimizu is happy. How wonderful. Now the self that others wish her to be and the self that she wishes for are in sync.
What?
Her bond with everyone is amazing. Here, I'll let you hear it too.
Miss Ochimizu is scary as shit. She's like some kind of hard-ass veteran. You'd think she was born to be hated.
Her whole way of talking just rubs you the wrong way. That she's good at her job and great looking too just makes it worse.
I heard she's making stacks of cash preying on her idols. Then again, those are rumors that help Kanamin's group sell so much.
Maybe that's just how you roll when you've got actual skills. It's fun to watch. From a distance, anyway. Those bastards! They don't know shit about anything, so they say whatever they want.
Well, have fun.
Damn it! Miss Ochimizu!
Miss Ochimizu!
Shut up. Shut up! Shut up! Convey how you feel. That's impossible. No one wants that anyway. If we had just accepted that at the start, things wouldn't have turned out the way they did for Yuko.
Whoa! The hell is that?
The singer's dreams and wishes don't matter at all. To hell with them. Everything will go fine as long as you tweak them to meet the audience's needs.
Miss Ochimizu.
It's fine. It's fine. From the fools who won't even listen to the ones with nothing to say, I'll control every last one of them. Now I understand why those shadows didn't dare lay a finger on me in this world. Look at me. This is my true self. The me that the fans fear. More than that, this is the me that the fans' shadows fear.
What tremendous power. This is beyond anything else we've faced here.
Damn it! Are they this strong because she's totally accepted the way they see her?
That's right! This is the me the fans want! And it's the me I want to be too! Your words won't reach me! I have no time for whatever you naive brats have to say! Get real, you goddamn brats! Throw away your identity and everything will be that much easier to deal with!
This is tough. It's giving me a bigger headache than anything else.
This is no joke!
This isn't right. Miss Ochimizu has lost sight of the truth. Everyone, stand your ground. We can't lose here for her sake.
We get you, Senpai. It's up to us now. We're gonna get it through to her that what she wanted wasn't wrong. That Yuko chick's wish ain't impossible.
Right. Rise, get ready. I know this won't be easy, but I'll keep trying to express our feelings until she understands.
We know you can do it, Senpai! Show that Miss Ochimizu what you're made of!
There goes. Bring on the music.
Let's get it started now.
Miss Ochimizu, I want you to witness our feelings too.
I can't wait to see your cool moves!
That went well.
And it's great how we make each other.
How's that?
On this wild and pleasure colors.
All right.
Any cool, how it changes.
Yeah.
Mizochimizu, just hang in there!
Atta girl, coach. Join in again sometime.
They're both fantastic!
You danced your heart out, Rise. It was incredible. Yeah. That went well. Perfect. How's that? All right. That went well. All right, I'm ready whenever. How's that? That went well. Yeah.
Time for me to light things up! Don't fall behind!
Great moves.
You're doing great! I can feel what's in your heart!
Atta girl, coach. Join in again sometime.
Yes, synchronize!
You really showed your skills as a top idol. That went well. Perfect. Persona!
Brilliant!
Good, that went excellently.
You're incredible no matter what you do. That's my senpai.
Yes! Did we get through to her? No, no! I won't accept this! I'll never accept it!
How stubborn are you? Just accept it already!
Shut up! Why didn't it work for Yuko? If you can convey your feelings to others, then why couldn't she? It's impossible to make anyone understand. It's nothing but a goddamn fairy tale! Me, the audience, the songs, the dances, they're all flimsy lies. None of them can mean anything!
That's not true. Then why did you go to the trouble of having Konami-san's group learn the song Yuko-san wrote? Isn't it because you wanted everyone to hear her song? Because you wanted them to understand the feelings Yuko-san never got to express? Even if it's just a little bit?
I wanted them to understand?
Mizochimizu!
Mizochimizu!
How shameful of me. You just had to stomp right into my heart and show off. I had you pegged as barely capable of participating in a school performance. And yet, here you are, cutting through to my heart.
Oh, then you understand what we were trying to say.
Oh, you were just crying. Come on, why'd you have to freak us out like that?
Kanji, you don't talk like that to adults.
She's right, Kanji. You
Come
really
on,
gotta
Ochi.
think before you
should be
open your
more
big
honest
mouth.
about your
Glad you're all right,
feelings.
Mizochimizu.
Come on, you guys, relax. She's
For a
okay
moment,
now,
I
and that's
truly
all
did
that
break out
matters.
in cold sweat.
How many years did I waste groveling alone and taking out my pain on all those around me? I thought if people were going to hate me, I'd give them what they wanted. I was the worst. most despicable person I could be. I even went around claiming responsibility for the lyrics Yuko changed.
Mizochimizu.
I was wrong. I need to apologize to you. And to Yuko.
There's a lot we have to apologize for as well.
No, you don't. You all expressed exactly how you felt. You proved to me that it's possible to convey your feelings to someone else. That alone is enough to release Yuko from her suffering. And me from mine.
Mizochimizu!
Ochi!
That's no good, Miss Ochimizu. Don't tell me you've been poisoned by these children, too. You, who denied your true self for years and became the cold woman everyone wanted you to be.
Poisoned? Yes, I suppose they have poisoned me.
Why not your deal? If you discard every bit of the you that everyone wished you to be, you'll face the same suffering again.
Enough! I revoke my deal with you. I'll make no more compromises. The Kanamine Kitchen girls, these shadows you speak of, and even you. I will save every last one of you from this place.
Isn't it us who will do the actual saving part?
Never mind that. Be quiet or she'll hear.
Oh, what a disappointment. Do whatever you want, then.
It went away again.
No, we won't let it escape this time. I've already made up my mind about that. For it to use Yuko's song for such vile ends. The more I think about it, the angrier I become.
Yuko's song? What is she talking about?
Wait. Are you saying you hadn't noticed? I'm appalled. And you call yourselves professionals. You couldn't even figure that out despite hearing it so often.
No one said we were pros.
Whoa, another door! Wow, these things can show up anywhere. Maybe I should start calling them anywhere.
Nope.
It's not like the other doors we've seen. This one leads to an edit bay.
An edit bay?
It's something like a booth used for recording and sound editing. This one looks like the door to the room at Takara Productions.
Hold on, let me check inside first. Okay, it seems safe. I'm not sensing any shadows in there.
Then let's take a look inside. Follow me, everyone.
How did we get here?
I'm sorry, but the reactions Nanako-chan got from our audience based on the TV spot we recorded were tremendous. The agency begged me to at least make an offer, and that's why I'm asking you now.
Yeah, I get that. You've been sitting here politely explaining every detail. But that's not a reason to allow her to be in this LMB thing.
I sincerely apologize. Do know that we greatly appreciate your cooperation.
to be on stage with Nanako-san! I'm getting so hyped!
Yay! Me too!
With everything that's happened lately, Konami-chan has seemed a bit glum. But with Nanako-chan around, she's finally brightened up again.
Well, Nanako seems to be having fun with all this too. If this is what she wants to do, I've got no reason to stop her. But let's be clear on one thing.
What might that be?
What's your next move here? I've heard from your agency that you've lost contact with a number of people. I myself haven't been able to contact you or his friends these past few days. Depending on how things go, I may need to step in on this.
Yukun and his friends are missing.
If they hadn't been in touch for just a day or two, I could have brushed it off as kids being kids. But I've about reached my limit here. I don't plan on throwing my weight around and making decisions for you. But my nephew and his friends could be at stake. I know this might not be what you want to hear, but I'll do what I have to.
Inoue-san, I'd like for us to go to the police and have them look for the missing girls, too. I know this is right before the festival, and it might cause a stir, but we don't have the luxury of looking the other way anymore. So please, I'm begging you.
Konami-chan, all right, I'll try swaying the agency on this. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to make the missing persons request myself, not you.
Huh? No, you can't. If you do that...
I'm your manager, Konami-chan. It's my duty to protect you. That's why I want you to focus on your work and not get distracted by other things. Granted, you may think it's a little late for me to be saying this now.
Inoue-san.
I'll contact a few people I know and try my best to keep this close. They might ask you a few pointed questions, but there's nothing I can do about that. At least be prepared for it.
Of course. I'm very grateful for your assistance. Thank you.
Are you okay? Are you and Dad fighting?
No, we're not fighting at all. Your dad has helped us out a lot.
Really?
Really? Your dad is a super cool guy, Nanako-san.
Yeah, I love Dad too.
Well, I'm gonna go contact the agency about this. Konami-chan, feel free to start your lesson whenever you're ready.
Oh, right! Thank you so much, Dojima-san. Now we can finally get the search for those girls started for real.
That Inoue is not a bad man. If you explain to him how you feel, I'm sure he'll take the proper steps.
Yeah, we really got through to him. I've never said things like that to anyone before. I can't believe what I said.
Well, opening up to others can be hard. Sometimes sharing how you feel could end up hurting them. But unless you do that, nothing will change. It's all the more important if it's someone you care about. Anyway, I'm sure this isn't over by a long shot, but hang in there.
I will.
I have something to say too. I really like you, big sis.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. Really.
I'm so happy! You really cheer me up, Nanako-san.
Really? Then I'm happy too.
All right, dial it back a little. Don't you two have a lesson to be at?
Ah! You're right! Come on, Nanako-san! We really don't want to keep Coach waiting too long.
Oh, and Mashita, one more thing.
What is it?
I looked into Ochimizu. Long story short, she's clean.
Huh?
It may be small, but criminals always have a tell when it comes to what they're gonna do. I've checked everything about her I can. Her alibi, her post-Takara Productions history, her relationships, I found nothing. She's simply a very passionate woman. She seems to be doing everything she can for your group, contrary to her public persona. Of course, there's no use in talking about evidence when I can't even figure out what exactly is going on here. But from what I've seen, There's absolutely no suggestion of Ochimizu being involved in any of this.
Thank goodness. So Mizochimizu isn't the culprit behind it.
Like I said, I wouldn't go so far as to call this an actual case yet. But at the very least, I'm sure Ochimizu has no part in it.
Huh. But then... if it's not Mizochimizu, then who do we look at next?
Well, about that, I did find something odd. While I was checking up on Ochimizu, I took another crack at finding more details on Yuko Osada. It seems there's one more witness in that case who hasn't come forward yet.
A witness?
I don't have any definitive evidence on this, since all I did was dig through newspapers from the time. But the testimony from the Takara Productions' first witness, the one who found the body, doesn't match up with certain other details. It's just a hunch. But I get the feeling that there's more to that case than we know.
Okay. What should I do?
Just do your job. I can't have you along helping me on this. My foot in it already. This is my case. My nephew's on the line too, don't forget.
Aw, you sure?
Come on, don't make that face. All I've done so far is look up things from old newspapers and whatnot. I don't even know if this supposed second witness really exists or not. Man, I didn't think not having my resources as a detective would be such a pain.
Sorry.
Well, I can't guarantee that I'll find anything more by digging further, but I'm currently having that contact of mine check the records from back then. I'll let you know if he turns up anything.
Okay, then I'll keep Nanako-san company. If you do find out anything, please be sure to tell me.
I really appreciate this. I'll leave her with you, Mashita.